Hi, I'm CaliKim. Onions, intermediate onions, short day onions, long day onions, and my favorites, bunching onions. Today I'm going to teach you how to start onion seeds indoors. But if you want to grow big, beautiful onions, you have to grow the right variety for your area. First tip, start your seeds early. Onions are one of the earliest seeds you can start indoors, which makes it really fun. You want to start them about 12 to 16 weeks before your last frost date. And the reason for this is onions are what's called a photoperiodic plant, which means that they're sensitive to the light they receive and the day length. So by starting your seeds early, you're giving the leaves time to develop before they're exposed to higher temperatures, longer days, and then once you put them outside, they've got a nice healthy set of leaves and they can focus on bulb development. Now if you live in an area like I do here in Southern California where you don't get frost, now's the time to start. You can even start them earlier in December, and that way you have really nice onion seedlings to plant out in the garden as the weather warms up. You can even get them planted outside before your last frost date, but you got to get those seedlings going now. Look at this. This onion is actually starting to develop a flower, and that's part of my second point. And that is grow onions from seeds, not from the little tiny bulbs that you buy at the garden center. And the reason for this is growing onions from seeds is so easy. There's a wide variety you can grow. When you purchase the little bulbs or the sets from the garden center, it's actually a second year onion. Onions are what's called a biennial. It takes them 2 years to complete their cycle. The first year you plant them from seed, they grow onions. If you leave them in the ground, they actually start to flower and then go to seed. When you grow your onions from sets that you purchase at the garden center, chances are they're going to bolt and flower before you get good onion growth. The next tip to grow big, beautiful onions every single time is grow the right type of onion for your area. Now remember how I said onions are photoperiodic plants? What this means also is that the bulb development is dependent on the day length in the summertime. Now it's really not that difficult. For your northern gardeners who have very long summer days, 12 to 14 hours of daylight, long day onions are going to work well for you. Southern gardeners have shorter days relative to the northern gardeners in the summertime, about 10 to 12 hours of daylight. You're going to grow the short day onions. Now if you live somewhere in between in the mid regions of the US, the intermediate onions or day neutral onions are going to be great for you. They grow well in about 8 to 12 hours of daylight. You can actually grow the intermediate onions just about anywhere. If you don't want to have to worry about all that, just grow bunching onions like these are. They're a smaller onion, but they're very easy to grow. They go from seed to harvest very quickly, and they are the easiest onion to grow. Now I know that was a lot of info, but it's really important that you know all that so you can grow some really big, beautiful onions this year. So now it's time to get some seeds started. Super easy to plant from seed. Really important though that you start with a really nice, lightweight, sterile seed starting mix. This is my DIY mix. You can go back and watch the video on how to do that. So I'm going to fill up my 6-pack here with my seed starting mix. Just going to thumb pack it to take all the air pockets out so my seeds have really good contact with the soil. Go back and watch a seed starting video for more on that as well. Then we'll get our seeds planted. The first variety of seeds we're going to plant are called the yellow granix onions. These are short day onions. They grow best in mild winter climates like we are here in Southern California. These are actually from my onion seed collection, and chances are if you order from us, Camera Guy has packed your order. So if you want him to say hi to you when you order your onion seed collection, say that when you place your order and he'll write a little note to include. The great thing about onion seeds is you can plant them very, very thickly because they separate really easily when you go to transplant them in the garden. So you don't have to worry at all about spacing. I'm just sprinkling these in really heavily, so it makes it super, super easy to plant. Now what I'm going to do is just put a tiny little bit of my seed starting mix on top just to kind of cover the seeds. You don't want to plant them too deeply. Only plant seeds half the depth of the size of the seed. That way they can germinate very easily. Don't want to forget our tag here. The sweet granix are also called the Vidalia, which is a really nice sweet onion. And my seed starting mix has different types of onions, so no matter where you live, there's one for you to plant in here. You can plant different types. Say if you live in the south, you can still plant long day or intermediate day onions. They'll grow for you, but they just might not bulb up quite as big as if you grew them in the area that they're intended for. So these gold coin onions are a nice flat onion, really beautiful, nice thin paper on them. Did you know I have 30 seed collections all arranged by vegetable or by growing season, and you can get 20% off right now with the code New Year. And we're a mom and pop shop, so we really appreciate your business. I'm also going to plant the Bianco di Maggio, long day. So you remember where those are best grown? If you said the north, you're absolutely right. Plant them in exactly the same way. You northern gardeners are going to love those. I'm also going to plant the Tropea long onions, a beautiful red onion. This ain't your first rodeo. You know how to do this. You can see how easy it is. And 2 6-packs of the Tokyo long white bunching onions. These are great to pop in your garden beds anywhere, so I always plant extra of those. Next, mist the top with water. I know a lot of you would stop here, but pro tip, at this point what I do when I'm seed starting is I spray the top of my soil with Takedown Garden Spray to kill any fungus gnat eggs. Takedown Garden Spray by Monterey is organic. You might not see any fungus gnats on your soil right now, but those little teeny tiny eggs could be hiding in there and then hatch inside your house, then chew away at the roots of your plants, and they're very, very difficult to get rid of. So I just put some of the Takedown concentrate in the spray bottle. And I'm going to give these all a really good spray on the top of the soil. And the great thing about Takedown is it kills all stages of the insects, the eggs, the larvae, and the adults. So you can use this too when you see those fungus gnats flitting around, or when you see aphids on your indoor garden. Now we're on our way to big, beautiful onions. And you know what comes next? If you guess light, you're right. And onions are different here too. Regular seedlings like tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, 18 hours of light, 6 hours off. But onions only need 10 to 12 hours of light. And the reason for this is onions are photoperiodic. So their bulb development is sensitive to the light they receive. If you give them too much light, like 18 hours, the bulbs are going to develop prematurely. I recommend plugging them into a different timer so you don't give them too much light. I know some of you are readers, and all the onion tips are written down for you in my new book, The 10-Minute Gardener. So head over to our website, grab your onion seeds, and thank you so much for supporting the little guys. I can't wait to grow onions this year. Let me know if you're on board. Thanks for watching. See you on the next Grow Your Garden with CaliKim episode.